Hey everybody, welcome to another edition of Motocents with Blaine Rasmussen. Today I'm super happy to announce that we've brought on another new rider, Josh Oginski. That's a soft G. So I'm going to be calling him Soft G from now on. Okay, we've got his brand new ride to be revealed here, and like we like to do at Rocky Honda, we like to show a lot of different builds and stuff. Today we're going to put a bunch of goodies on Josh's new bike and make it race ready from a stock machine. To help with that, we've got Charlie Johnston and Dave, our GM, and we're going to put together an awesome machine and show you guys exactly what we're going to do. First though, let's have Josh go around back and we're going to reveal his new machine, his new ride for this year.
We got ourselves a 2020 CRF 250R, the premier motocross bike for the 250F class. And can't wait to have him on here. It's going to be incredible. Just got to get her in the shop here. Oh gee, oh shit, oh my god, no! Like, oh my god, Blaine, oh, you got to help me fix this. Oh my god, quickly, before somebody sees. Oh my god, quick, I got to get this thing inside. Oh my god. Oh, we got her. Oh, gotta be careful now. Quick, we gotta get this thing in the booth.
Yeah, go this way.
Ready? 1, 2.
Nice, nice, nice.
Damn.
Now that's a factory ride, Josh. What do you think of that?
I think that's.
I'm not sure why you picked the yellow, but you know what? If that's your color, then that's cool.
I think that might win the junior class at Walton.
Yeah, see, you're good to go. Cool. Okay, everybody, we made a little switcheroo here. Josh, we finally got a decent bike. We made a little change, got a decent bike for you. I hope you're okay with this larger size unit other than the other one. So yeah, we've got it up on the stand here, and we're going to start bringing the crew in and doing a few goodies on it, taking the bike apart, tearing it down. So in the meantime, we're going to ask Josh a few questions about his riding history and what his goals are, what he wants to achieve. So yeah, guys, come on in, start taking it apart. So Josh, why don't you tell me when you first started riding? How old were you then?
I started riding when I was 9 years old. I got a 2012 TTR 125 LE.
Oh, cool.
Really fun bike. I had problems stopping though. I never put my feet down when I stopped. It was kind of funny actually.
You didn't put your feet down?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, you mean when you came to a stop?
Yeah, when I came to a stop.
Not under braking, okay,
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
So
you just came to a stop and then you just tipped over.
Yep.
Yeah, that doesn't work so well. Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah. Well, I think you've got the hang of it now though. I've seen you ride quite a few times and
Yeah.
you're blazing out there. So
Yeah,
we can't
thank
wait
you.
to see you on the Honda. So that's really good.
Yeah.
So you had a TTR. How long did you have that for?
About 2.5 years, and then we were convinced to go to a motocross race, and I fell in love with that. And
Where was that at?
Wild Rose Motocross Association
Yeah.
at the Fall Super Series.
Okay.
We during the race season we found a used KTM 85 and fell in love with motocross, and then jumped the gun on that, and
Perfect.
and now we're basically here.
So you went from a KTM 85. Yeah, and then what was your next machine after that?
I had a 2015 YZ 125.
Okay.
And then had that.
So that was your first big bike then?
Yeah, my first real full-size bike.
Yeah, cool.
And I had a 2018 YZ 125.
Okay.
Had that one for 2 years, sold it last year. Last year we actually race modded the engine, had a high compression port and polish cylinder head.
Nice.
And then halfway through the year we had some problems with it, and we were able to pick up a 2016 YZ 125 as a little practice and backup bike, and pretty fun. And then August of last year.
So you had your share of two strokes?
Yeah, I have quite a few two-strokes and still have a place for them deep down.
Yep.
But last year in August, we were able to pick up a 2020 YZ 250F.
Oh, nice.
And been on that bike till now.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
yeah.
So you're enjoying the 250Fs, the 4 strokes over the 2 strokes?
They're a lot more down low power. Just get over the ruts a little bit faster and come into them a little faster too, because they handle a lot better.
So what class did you ride with your 250F? What classes did you ride then, or now are you still riding those same classes this year on the Honda? Are you going to be doing that?
So right now I'm in the junior level. So last year I was racing schoolboy and 250 junior because I was on my 125. Okay. This year I'll be racing open junior, 250 junior, and then I think it's youth beginner junior it's called. Oh, okay. It's kind of like an open class.
So you're going to try and do, and is that at a provincial level, or is that going to be at the Wild Rose Super Series that we have here?
Provincial, Wild Rose Super Series, and possibly a national race.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That'll be awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure about all those classes, if they have all of them. Charlie, maybe you can confirm. Do they have all 3 of the classes Josh was talking about at the Super Saturday Series or Super Series?
The Super Series, the classes Josh would most likely race would be the 125 and 250 junior class, and there's an open junior class as well, GP junior is what they call it. Okay. And then we do have a schoolboy class as well.
So yeah, I'm just kind of wondering how many motos a day you're going to have. If you're able to do 3 classes a day at the Super Series, that can be 6 motos for you in a day.
Yeah.
And you're up for that kind of thing?
Yeah.
You are, eh?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's good to hear. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, so here we are, started on the build here, or the teardown, I guess it would. Charlie, you're kind of heading up the operation here. Where are we at so far, and what are you doing, I guess, right at this point?
So every time we get a new bike here for the race guys, we tear it down, and the linkage bearings and everything like that, we make sure that everything's packed full of grease, good and tight. We re-torque all the chassis bolts, make sure that's all to spec. In this case, Josh is putting a different set of plastic on the bike, so we're going to take all the original stuff off like that. Check the spoke tension on the wheels, set the handlebars and levers, all that kind of stuff up to his personal
liking.
Do. Yeah, lots
to do.
Lots of stuff, little trinkets, parts to add to it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So yeah, more just a full tear down for inspection, make sure nothing was missed from the build, from the factory kind of thing.
So far we're almost at the stage of pulling off that swing arm and re-greasing all those bearings in there?
That's right, yeah. Right now we have the swing arm all coming off and all the linkage underneath, and we're going to go through all that stuff.
Well, I'll let you at it. And Josh, if I can talk to you again. So before we were talking, just to touch base again on doing the 6 motos a day. That's a heavy day schedule. You said you feel you're up for that. You're sort of in shape for that kind of thing? Yeah. So as we all know, motocross is a super physically demanding sport. You got to be in shape. You also have to eat healthy too, for sure, right? Yeah. And you think you eat healthy pretty well?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, that's awesome, yeah.
Here's your afternoon Slurpee.
Oh, that's great. Gotta have a Slurpee. Thanks for that. Just gonna set this over here. Okay, so yeah, we're still in the build here, working away. Again, Charlie's working on the front end. We're gonna talk to Josh a little bit more about his training regime. Somebody who knows more about that than anybody. Charlie, if you can maybe jump in here, knows more about that, about Josh. He's been working with Josh for a long time, so maybe you can talk to Josh a little bit there, Charlie.
Yeah, for sure. So, like Josh was saying in the beginning here, he got his first bike, that TTR 125, what is it, probably 6 years ago now, maybe 5 years ago. And full-on beginner, never ridden a motorcycle before, and that's kind of where I met Josh initially. And right from the beginning, you could tell he had a super strong desire to get better and was willing to learn. So it was really cool for me to help him along with that. I've raced for a long time and held a pro license now for almost 10 years. So I'm a fairly experienced motocross rider, and starting out with very basic things like how to keep your feet up on the pegs and raising your elbows up and learning to stand up on the bike. Josh pretty quickly exceeded the limitations of that TTR 125, so that was when he moved up to his 85 and then further on to a 125, and now he's on a 250. And we've worked very closely the last couple of years getting things done like skills drills, doing different lengths of motos, standing, braking drills, corner stuff, lots and lots of stuff. There's always something to work on, and Josh has always been very willing and excited to work with me, so it's been a pleasure on my side of things. And yeah, I think Josh has some big goals, and we're definitely working towards achieving those. So for you, you were mentioning possibly going to Walton this year. Like, do you have any ambitions or any goals that you have set on for going there? Like,
no, my main goal if we go to Walton is just try to do as good as I can. Hopefully be able to put it on the top spot on the podium, but just mainly just go and have some fun out there.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's the one thing that we've really worked on the last couple of years is leaving the track feeling like you rode good is better than leaving with winning. Like sometimes you go and if you maybe had a bad start and you fought your way through the race and you only end up second or third, sometimes that's a better feeling than winning. You rode better that day and stuff like that. So obviously the results will come with time. So yeah, everything's been going really good. He's made tremendous leaps and bounds in his racing in the last couple of years. This winter he was actually down in California training, and who was that with?
Grindstone Compound.
And what kind of stuff did you guys do each day when you were down there?
Did everything. 4 days a week we'd be riding. We'd go to the track at 8 a.m. in the mornings before we rode. Every day we'd have I think it was a 3-mile run. It was rigorous. It was amazing though. It was a lot of really, really fast people I got to train with and get to know when we were down there. Every day also when we got back from the track, we'd have our bike work, and then we have to go to the gym every night. So it got pretty tiring.
Yeah, regimented schedule.
Yeah, we were just really happy for a cheat day on Sunday.
I bet, yeah. No, that's awesome. So yeah, that's just another example. He's very willing to put in the work and put in the time to get better. So we're super excited to see what the future holds.
Okay, we're back here, everybody. The build's well underway. We're just working on putting on a new clutch perch here. I thought I'd talk to Dave real quick. He's known the Oginskis for a long time as well. Sold him his first bike. Dave, I'm a little interested to find out a little history about.
Absolutely. Josh, he was quite a bit shorter when he came in originally. It was super cool. Very, very excited. It was contagious to the point of his energy. All he wanted to do was ride dirt bikes. Thought it was the coolest thing in the world. And his parents reluctantly were going along with it just because of how much passionate he was with it. And it's super cool to see how far he's come with it. But they came in looking for a 110. We got him into a 125, and the rest is history.
That kind of
really
enthusiasm is really catchy, and it's nice to see that. Eh?
Absolutely.
So these are the kind of people that you really want to help out
and he's always in the store all the time, and it's great having him around. So it's
That's
super
awesome.
exciting to have him again with Rocky, and can't wait to see what happens in the future.
Yeah,
So.
future looks great. It's awesome. We've got a lot of progress going on. Charlie's just going to review real quick where we're at as far as the front end and the swing arm.
Right on. Yeah, we're on the assembly stage of the bike now. Everything's all greased up and looked after. So some important tips. Your best friend here is a torque wrench. We put anti-seize on all these bolts so you get a true torque reading. Before you put the bolt back in, you put a little bit of anti-seize or grease on the threads and you'll get a true torque reading on there. And then another important trick for the rear end here is when you're reassembling your swing arm and linkage after assembling it all, if you notice you have a little bit of a free hang here, and it's important. What it's called is loading the chassis, and I usually put a tie strap around the swing arm back up to the subframe here. And if you just put a little bit of tension on that strap, the chassis is now loaded similar to what the bike is acting like when it's off a stand, and torque all your bolts up after you've loaded the chassis, and you'll get the proper seat height on the bike when you're all assembled.
Okay, everybody, that's it for today's episode of Motocents. We've come quite a long ways on the build for Josh Oginski's bike. We've got quite a bit of mechanical stuff done. Tune in next time on the next episode where we're going to finish up the build, put on the plastic, and this bike is going to be race ready. Thanks, Josh, for showing up. So for Rocky Mountain Honda Powerhouse, this has been Motocents with Blaine Rasmussen, and that's my 2 cents.